Hi students, good evening. So here I am Javed. As I have told you that I am preparing to come on this platform and preparing to make a video lecture for you for the upcoming topics in your economic subject. So it's my first video. I am trying to explain the quite complex concept of this chapter, that is consumer's equilibrium in the case of two commodities. As we have already discussed in very detail and try to understand all the aspects of the consumer's equilibrium in the case of single commodity. So likewise, consumer's equilibrium in the case of two commodities are also very much similar to it. But yes, of course, there are certain specifications and there are certain extra things which is being added here in this concept. So it is important to try to go into the depth of this explanation which is being given in your book itself. I'm not going to take any kind of help from the PPTs which is given in which is available on net, because as I have seen the explanation given in your book, it, it is itself explanatory and it is very much it is having a good content. So I think it is quite more helpful in order to explain the concept. uh, so let's start. So consumer's equilibrium in case of two commodities, as you see the explanation given in the very beginning, the law of diminishing marginal utility applies in either one commodity or one use of commodity. As we have already seen that when we are studying the concept of consumer's equilibrium in case of single commodity, then uh, I have very briefly I have explained all the concepts, and I have already told you that the law of diminishing marginal utility is being applied in the case of single commodity. So likewise, in the case of two commodities, consumer's equilibrium in case of two commodities, there is another one more most very important concept, very important law is being implemented, and the name of that law is law of equimarginality. So this one, law of equimarginality, clear? Law of equimarginality simply mean by that um, it is also known as the law of maximum satisfaction, the law of substitution, and the law of Gauss's second law. Gauss's second law simply is one of the another name given to this law, because just wait. Some problem. Okay, fine. So this Gauss's second law is the another name given to the concept of law of equimarginality. So in your examination, if it is being asked that what is mean by Gauss's second law, then you must know that the consumer's equilibrium in case of two commodities is also known as the Gauss's second law, and the law of equimarginality or the law of substitution, law of maximum satisfaction. All these things are same. Now coming to the explanatory part of this law of equimarginality. Law of equimarginality is also based on the concept of law of diminishing marginality. Okay, because all because law of diminishing marginal utility is the basic pillar of all the concepts. So it is being operated in all the upcoming theories and all the upcoming concepts. So you have to keep into your mind that law of law of diminishing marginal utility is being applied everywhere. Okay, so as law of equimarginal utility is based on law of diminishing marginal utility, all assumptions of later also applies to the former. Very much similar to the earlier concept, that is consumer's equilibrium in the case of single commodity. All the assumptions which you have learned, which you have studied in the case of single commodity, all this assumption is also, all that assumptions are similarly working in this case also. Clear? So the same analysis can be extended for any numbers of goods. Yes, one very important thing is being pointed out here, that uh, whether we are talking about two commodities, whether we are talking about more than two commodities, all these analysis, all these assumptions are similarly working ahead. Clear? Now come to the uh, its equation area. As the highlighted portion you have seen, there are two necessary conditions to attain consumer's equilibrium in case of two commodities. कंज्यूमर इक्विलिब्रियम अटेन करने के लिए टू कमोडिटीज के केस में जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट कंडीशंस दो होती हैं वो आपको यहाँ पे जॉट डाउन किया हुआ है इन्होंने. सो ये क्या है बेसिकली, पहला आपका ये है this one and second this one. Here, so to know a consumers in consumption of single commodity, say x, सपोज करिए आपने कमोडिटी x ली है, ठीक है. सो इसका इक्विलिब्रियम किस पोजीशन पे होगा, जैसे हमने सिंगल कमोडिटी का जो इक्विलिब्रियम का जो हमने केस पढ़ा था वो यही था ना, ये इक्वेशन थी mu x अपॉन पी एक्स इज इक्वल टू mu मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी ऑफ मनी, ये इक्वेशन थी. और आप इसको ऐसे भी जानते थे mu x इज इक्वल टू पी एक्स, mu x इज इक्वल टू पी एक्स. ये इक्वेशन भी वही थी जो हमने ये सारी दोनों इक्वेशन इसको और करके आपकी बुक में लिखा हुआ है तो आप देख सकते हैं, ये सब सेम है. उसी तरह से अगर आप कमोडिटी वाई लेते हैं तो कमोडिटी वाई के लिए क्या हो जाएगा इक्विलिब्रियम, एम यू वाई अपॉन पी वाई इज इक्वल टू एम यू एम, मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी ऑफ पाई इज अपॉन प्राइस ऑफ पाई इज इक्वल टू मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी ऑफ मनी. क्लियर? अब जब लॉ ऑफ इक्वी मार्जिन, यहाँ पे हमने दो कमोडिटीज ले ली, कमोडिटी एक्स और कमोडिटी वाई. जब लॉ ऑफ इक्वी मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी ऑपरेट होगा तो इसमें आपको सिंपली कुछ नहीं करना है, यहाँ पे लिखा है इक्वेटिंग इक्वेशन 1 और 2, यानी कि ये इक्वेशन पहली है, ये इक्वेशन दूसरी है. इन दोनों इक्वेशन को जब आप इक्वल कर देंगे, एक साथ रख देंगे इस फॉर्म में, एम यू एक्स अपॉन पी एक्स इज इक्वल टू एम यू वाई अपॉन पी वाई इज इक्वल टू एम यू एम, तो ये आपका हो जाएगा लॉ ऑफ इक्वी मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी. क्लियर? अभी इक्वल होता कैसे है, इसका डायग्रामेटिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन कैसे होता है वो हम आगे के केस में देखेंगे. ठीक है, समझ में आ गया. सो यहाँ पे एक नीचे कंडीशन और लिखी हुई है, ये जो नीचे कंडीशन लिखी हुई है, एज मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी ऑफ मनी इज अज्यूम टू बी कांस्टेंट, अज्यूम टू बी कांस्टेंट. ये मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी मनी की जो है वो ये अज्यूम कर ली गई है कि कांस्टेंट है, ये जो मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी ऑफ मनी जिसके बारे में हम बात कर रहे थे, मनी की जो मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी है, यानी कि मनी से जो आपको मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी मिलनी है वो कांस्टेंट है, वो चेंज नहीं होगी. समझ आ रहा है? थोड़ा सा इट माइट टेक certain time so that it automatically all the ideas gets clear into your mind, so don't worry. ओके, सो मार्जिनल यूटिलिटी मनी की जो है वो क्या होती है, वो अज्यूम कर ली गई कि वो कांस्टेंट होती है. क्लियर? सो ये इक्वेशन हमारी बन के आ गई, एम यू एक्स अपॉन पी एक्स इज इक्वल टू एम यू वाई अपॉन पी वाई, या आप इसको ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं एम यू एक्स अपॉन एम यू वाई इज इक्वल टू पी एक्स अपॉन पी वाई. ठीक है, दिस इज द इक्विलिब्रियम कंडीशन इज स्टेटेड. क्लियर? So this is the initial explanation of this concept. Now we will meet in next video in order to explain the further explanation of this topic. Thank you.